want to read the patch notes again? Yeah, just do the patch. All right, we'll do the patch notes quick. I know Steel is just waiting, but whatever. Unlucky for him, I guess. 1.08 patch notes? That's not the patch notes. 1.09 patch notes. Okay. Let's get through this quick, okay? Because we've already gone through these. The operator experiencing its coming of age movie. But before you all go, look how they massacred my boy. And let's let one of our lead designers walk you through our analysis. There's also some systemic weapon updates to change your actually after landing from a jump. Poggers. 5 agents get the squeeze, including ongoing updates to make Viper a more flexible threat and some parity across the fire rate buffs from Brimstone and Reyna. What's in a name? Reported players caught with an offensive name are now forced to change their ride ID. I think that's a good one. Omen. Updated projectile VFX to better represent the hitbox, especially when it is traveling towards your POV. We're keeping an eye on the overall power level of Paranoia, but as a first step, wanted to resolve visual issues where players hit with Paranoia appear outside of its impact on their screen. To me, this sounds like they are considering nerfing Omen. We're keeping an eye on the overall power level. It sounds like they agree that the Omen flash is a little too good, that it could just 5 flash a choke point. But we'll see what happens. Jett. Bladestorm burst fire. Okay, chat, you guys were right. They only changed Jett's right click. Burst fire, Bladestorm. The time between consecutive burst fire use has increased from 0.33 to 0.45, which means if you right click and you get a kill, you have to wait another 0.12 seconds before you can right click a second time. So it's those rounds that are kind of crazy where you see the Jetts going crazy in a sight. Right click that, right click that, right click. Now it's like right click, right click, right click. You gotta wait longer. So I think that's a good thing. Daggers thrown in burst mode now have a damage fall off that begins at 12 meters and drops to 35 at max fall off, which means if you right click from range, it won't one shot. And headshot on burst fire reduced from 3x to 2x. So you have to actually headshot and body shot them when you right click them to kill them, or you just have to have all your shock darts hit them, or your things hit them. While we continue to investigate some of her outside strengths, we think the burst fire on her Bladestorm has been overperforming at long ranges. The burst fire is intended to be a close range attack, but we found it frequently gets frags at over 20 meters away. These changes aim to rein in its effective range while retaining its close range potency. I think it's good. Viper. While Viper is stronger than ever, her overall impact is lower. Still, how many patches now have we gone where we got another Viper buff? Viper buff after Viper buff after Viper buff. This round of changes continues in the same vein as 1.07, increasing her flexibility, especially when trying to play with teammates. Fuel. She starts with 100 instead of 50, so you don't have to wait at all. Now that Viper can place her wall pre-round, we want her to be able to act with her team right at barrier drop without the tension of also trying to maximize her fuel. Okay. Snake bite. Your thing lingers for a bit now. Her ult, you have double move speed while her ult is changing, like running around. Viper now fast equips her weapon after casting it, but it varies by gun, but on average, it reduces it by 0.4 seconds. Okay, that's a good one. Reyna, fire bonus. So Reyna got a nerf on her ult. Brimstone got a buff on his stim pack. The op changes to be like, hey, yo, thanks for watching. If you enjoy it, make sure you click that follow or subscribe button on YouTube. Let's read the patch notes now. All right. So we talked about all the changes. Now the weapon updates. Let's read. Before you jump to press that send button, please read our thinking behind the op changes. The operator serves an important role in Valorant. It provides the most difficult tactical challenge for teams to overcome, requiring strategic planning and clever utilities. We've been taking a long look at the weapon to try to understand the best way to adjust some of its offside strengths while ensuring it remains the most powerful angle holding weapon in the arsenal. For you aggressive ops, dry peeking angles with an op is noticeably more effective than we'd like, especially when jump peeking. Additionally, pushing an op off of an angle with utility feels less valuable since the user is able to repeat and kill their opponent at a reliable rate. That's true. This suite of mechanical changes, dead zone, scope to move speed, firing rate, equip time, jump, land, inaccuracy, targets these issues increasing counterplay around high mobility operator play. The operator is still quite potent at peeking angles, but predictable repeats should be easier to punish, which I think is good. This is what we needed. Regarding op access, we're seeing some of you obtain the op armor combo as early as round 3 and snowballing that lead into additional ops throughout the half. The new price point delays the op's appearance and increases the penalty for dying with one in hand. We hope to better balance the risk reward of using this premium weapon. I think just making it $500 more, I think it's like you have to almost full save both rounds to be able to afford it on the third run, all right? I think so. A related note on breaking angles with abilities. Many abilities in the game are built to aggressively take angles, especially when a powerful weapon like the op is posted on that angle. The rechanger briefs have given players access to more powerful angle breaking utility, but it still feels like there's more to be done. We're looking at a few changes for a couple agents, but they'll need some additional reps in trying to build confidence around them and expect more from us in the future. To me, this part means they're considering buffing. They're either considering nerfing agents that can get aggressive and get out fast like JETT even more, or they're going to buff a utility or give more utility to be able to push people off of angles. That's actually a good change. Here's all the op changes. We already talked about it. Instant equip time adjusted from 0.3 to 0.5. Instant equip plays after tapping orb, bomb defuse, plant, JETT, cloudburst, and phoenix curveball. Okay, so opping the second, using an ability and then put the time it takes to get your weapon back out, or tapping in the orb or bomb plant is nerfed even. Leg shot got nerfed. All weapons. We don't have to go over the operators, right? They just made the price 5,000. They made you move slower. They made your gun less accurate when you're moving or coming to a stop. They made you shoot slower. You shoot 0.15 per second slower. Instant, we went over that, and the leg shot was nerfed. So all weapons. We're noticing a trend where players landing from a jump are able to shoot accurately sooner than is reasonable. This is a good. I hate jump peeking. I think it's stupid. While this issue is most pronounced with the op, it is something that we've noticed across all weapons. Jump peeking is valuable for the mix-up potential it provides, but it was proving too difficult for players to reasonably deal with. True. These changes retain that mix-up potential while slightly increasing the time before the peeker can fire with perfect accuracy. Jump land accuracy state changed from gradual to binary, which means it's instant, right? Because binary is 1 or 0 and gradual means it gets there eventually. Jump land inaccuracy duration increased from 0.2 to 0.225. Jump land inaccuracy value increased from 5 to 7. More inaccurate for 0.225 seconds after a land. Okay, so you have to wait like another like 0.025 seconds to be able to shoot, which sometimes it's going to change the timing on a lot of stuff, like when you're able to shoot when you land. The chances of being in an hour plus queue should be notably reduced. This is already a very rare occurrence. Yeah. Very, very rare, chat. Very rare. But it can happen more often for hiring players. True. Especially in pre-made groups. True. We are also doing some tuning behind the scenes to keep high rank matches found after long queue times reasonably balanced and fair. Next way where Omen's glowing eyes weren't removed when he count. This happened sometimes where Omen's eyes were just red the entire round. Good change overall, I think. We'll have to see how it plays. I'm sure that the one trick JETT mains that only op are probably crying everywhere. MALDING off this planet. Let's go ahead and take a look at the new skins next. Okay, let's check. Let's start with the knife. Okay, we'll start with the knife.
Yeah, falling off a sense.
Gravitational uranium neuroblaster baton. And there's an unlock for it. It just makes it extend. Oh, it extends out. Any extenders? It's a probe. Literally a baton. What other new gun skins do we have? Ooh, you get an operator. There's a VFX update that makes it look like you're shooting laser beams. And then there's only 3 variants. So we got the green boy, which I think is good. We got the black and yellow, or black and green. Then we got the real black and yellow. Then we got the USA one, the red, white, and blue one. Unmute the sound. Oh wait, true. Wow, I like that one. All right, no Marshall. I don't think there's a new Vandal skin. Another patch, no new Vandal. No new Phantom either. No Guardian either. Wow. No Bulldog either. Is there a Judge? No Judge either. Is there a Bucky? There is a Bucky. Laser beams. Kind of like the black and green one. It's pretty cool. Where do you think the end of this thing goes, chat? Gravitational uranium neuroblaster Bucky. Is there a Specky? Yes, there's a Spectre too. Well, that's kind of cool. Let's hear what it sounds like. It changes the little sticker that's on it too. Oh, you can zoom in. I didn't even know. I want that. I want that. This one doesn't even have a sticker. What? The third unlock, no sticker? The America one with literal earthworm gem. Who's this guy with the little wee on his head? There's somebody that looks like that from Dragon Ball Z, but literally get a little blaster pistol. So we got the classique, the normal one, the green and teal or whatever this color is. Then we got the black and green, and we got the black and yellow with no, you get scammed. And shall we see what the VF... Oh, it looks so... looks like you're holding a banana. Like literally holding a banana gun. Show the knife. I want to go back to the knife too. We can show the sound too. We already showed the knife, but you get a baton. Where this thing goes, don't ask. Gravitational uranium neuroblaster baton. And the sound is... What's that noise? Sounds like I'm blowing bubbles. Okay. Well then.